Hey everyone on my channel, today I'll be covering Smile and Smile 2. Trigger warning, this will go into a lot of topics on depression and people offing themselves. No worries, I will not be showing any graphic scenes. My main focus is on mental health. But if you do need to click off this video until you're in a better headspace, please do, because this one's going to get dark very quickly. Also, if you want to watch Smile, it is on Paramount Plus and also at Walmart or Game Nut, where it's a little more cheaper. Right, I'll be diving into Rose, who is the therapist at a mental health hospital, and she overworks herself to the point of exhaustion. She's constantly fighting with insurance companies to help the patients get the help they need. Yeah, welcome to America's great healthcare system. Also, a lot of people forget mental health is very expensive to get, and people who need help can't afford to get the help they need. But back to Rose. I like that they showed anyone can get depression, including a therapist, which is deeply affected by her patient's actions. I hate how the cop stated that she is crazy. Like, are you serious? She might have schizophrenia, which schizophrenia is a brain disorder where symptoms are hallucinations, trouble with thoughts. What is schizophrenia? Felix Torres, MD, March 2024, from psychiatry.org. It's obviously affecting Rose because she's zoning out while having dinner with her sister. She tries to go back to work to where her boss tells her that she needs a mental health break. It makes sense for any job where you experience work burnout. And just in case you're curious of the symptoms, work burnout can be doubting yourself, dragging yourself to work, and losing patience with customers. Mayo Clinic, November 3rd, 2023. I have in the past with cashiering, and I cannot work more than 4 days because of my autism and BPD. The burnout comes quicker. Back to Rose. Unfortunately, her mental state got worse. She did the right steps seeking out her old therapist. The only bad thing is she was quickly asking for meds right away. Like, yes, medicine does help when you're trying to heal, but therapy and meds also help as well. But in this situation, I honestly understand because she's seeing and hearing things. Maybe she should go to a psychiatrist and not try to go the med route as quickly as she did. Which is interesting. You think she would know this if she is a psychiatrist herself. Also, her boyfriend is really not helpful in this situation because he just pushes her off to her therapist without talking to her at all. Her sister and nephew are affected by her going through the mental breakdowns, and Joel is the only one sticking by her side. Unfortunately, even with this support, she is losing control of her life, and she cannot tell what is real anymore. So she finally isolates herself in her old house, and I think she should have just checked into a mental hospital. And side note, yes, I know a lot of you in the comments be like, well, that wouldn't work in this movie because the first patient did that. Yes, I know in the movie it would not help, but in real life, if she was experiencing all these mental health issues, she would definitely need to go to a mental health hospital. Because that's the only thing I don't like about this movie. Like, I get it, it's a horror movie, it's not going to be realistic. But if you're trying to base it off mental health, maybe take it a little more seriously. And also the thing I don't like is this curse can not be broken. Like, there's got to be some way to break this. I mean, I understand it's supposed to be like a metaphor for what can happen if we don't treat mental health properly. But so I don't like the fact that this curse is like unbeatable. Smile 2. The famous pop star Sky Riley has just sobered up from rehab, and she is going on a huge tour from her new release album, showing her sober recovery, which in my opinion is way too soon to dive into the public eye. She is dealing with a sharp back pain while trying to do the dances for her brand new tour. And instead of calling off the tour, she goes to her drug dealing friend who has the curse, and it gets transferred to the pop star. So not only is she dealing with aching back and recovery nightmares, she now has a huge depression to deal with. I really like them showing the pressure she has under as a pop star by people telling her what to wear and what events she will be attending. She had one creep at her meet and greets, which reminded me what happened with Chappell Roan. I can't stand the comments that is part of your job. Harassing and stalking should not be a part of any job. Please go seek help if you think this is normal for celebrities, because shocker, it is not normal. And it needs to stop being normalized. Side rant aside, she obviously had paranoia from the guy stalking her, which I know it's the entity messing with her, but I feel it's pretty normal to be paranoid after a friend was creepy towards you. But after this, she spirals more into depression. It's pretty shitty that she was yelling at her dancers. I understand she's super stressed out with keeping a perfect image, but she needs to realize lashing out on others is not the answer. I did the same thing in the past, and I still hold guilt to this day. Now I'm better handling my emotions by putting all my thoughts in a journal and talking with my therapist. But back to Sky, she definitely has PTSD from her car accident, and she has trichotillomania. People have the urge to pull out their hair when a stressful situation occurs, and it can be treated with cognitive behavioral therapy. From the Anxiety Recovery Center, Victorian healthdirect.gov. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Caused by a very traumatic event in your life. Symptoms are flashbacks or nightmares, stressful thoughts, and heavy sweating. December 2022, National Institution of Mental Health. And the PTSD Information Journal Agencies. Collected by the National Library of Medicine. I feel like none of this would happen if Sky, instead going on her famous comeback tour, she just went to rehab and got the behavioral therapy she desperately needs. Not to mention her from having back pains should have been a good reason not for her to continue the tour. Look, I'm alternative and I love listening to music when I'm upset, but getting professional help is a lot more helpful because music can only do so much. But back to Sky, I think she should have waited a while going in the public eye. Her making money is more important than her getting help. Sky really needs it. And again, she should have gone back in the public when she wasn't ready. The ending I will leave unknown, because I don't know how many people have seen this movie. But what is the message they're trying to purvey in these movies? The only thing I can come up with is this is an extreme example of what would happen if we leave mental health unchecked. Also, thank you all for being super patient with this long video and how long it took for me to upload this. Anyone watching this, please use 988. They are always there 24/7 with free counseling to help you get through the holidays. I want to be honest why I'm starting to make horror videos, because I have borderline personality disorder and autism spectrum disorder, which involves the brain. So talking about mental health is a huge help to those who struggle with the same disorders as I do. And everyone who watches my channel, please reach out to mental health sources and please go easy on yourself. I know that you are trying with your mental health. Being autistic with no health insurance, I know how hard it is to get any type of mental or physical help. But please, put your mental health first and have a happy, safe holiday and a new year. Bye!